the former president of the Republic of Poland, a Nobel Peace Prize laureate, who's been asking the world to support Ukraine in its fight against the aggressor, Russia, has sent us a message now. Lech Wałęsa will be quoted for us by Piotr Kulczynski, who serves as the Council for Sponsorships Officer for the Permanent Secretariat of the World Summit of Nobel Peace Laureates, and he also served in the Lech Wałęsa Institute Foundation.
Thank you very much. It's my privilege to bring this message of President Wałęsa. We were recording it earlier, but due to some technical problems, we decided to prepare it as a written letter. Ladies and gentlemen, you are meeting in Budapest to discuss strategic topics, regional and global conflicts and cooperation. The specifics of the times are far different than in the days of my struggle against communism. But I want to share with you some of my thoughts about where we are today. I'm not going to address very specific points. Today we need to understand that until the end of the 20th century, all states were created and expanded by incorporating the weaker powers into their territory. At the end of the 20th century, unfortunately, large countries like Russia or China were left in this concept of forceful enlargement. But at the same time, new concept has emerged among the states of Western civilization. Because of technical development, we enlarge our prosperity, but through cooperation and expansion of international structures. In Europe through the Union, globally through NATO, through the United Nations, democratically and voluntarily. For me, the question is, which concept will prevail today? The old one, which is still used by Russia, or already the new one? I stand by my position that, among other things, my struggle, solidarity, showed with its victory how to fight in those times. We had a worse situation back then. We had the Soviet Union. We won because we used other methods of struggle. Today, it is necessary to precisely use the similar methods of struggle as solidarity, cooperation, and not allowing the will of one country to be forcibly imposed on another. If we recognize that in the current armed conflict, we were to force Ukraine to make peace on Russian terms, then in a few years, we will have to fight Russia again. Here, there would be no solidarity, only the recognition that the strong aggressive state can do more despite the fact that it is not apply the rules and it's not democratically governed. This is what the fight is about. And this fight, if we behave in solidarity, has a chance to bring peace and tranquility to the world. If we don't accomplish this, we haven't won anything. We need to understand the times in which we live. And our times are telling us that the economic and technological progress has reached a stage where the state is no longer enough. There are some issues that we need to move to European continental level of governance and some issues that we need to take to a global level. If we do not do this, we will disappear like the civilisations that existed before us, which did not understand the world of their times. We today have the opportunity and duty to use our regional and international cooperation structures to ensure global development and peaceful coexistence of states and peoples. Due to the development of our civilization, we have entered an era that I call the time of intellect, information, globalization. It is important that the functioning of all countries and their democratic system should be based on clear criteria. Tenors, the way of financing public and political activities, the possibility of holding accountable those who break the rules. The method of appointment and removal from office must be clear. Today we are discussing this, but it should also be implemented consistently. Participation in elections is important, but the way to control those elected and the application of the law are fundamentals that we must not forget. This also applies to rules in international cooperation. One country cannot impose their will on another. It is necessary to reach out with information to help the societies of non-democratic countries to understand the requirements of today's era, so that they themselves open their eyes and throw off tyranny. I believe that it is we, the representatives of Western democracies, who are friends of dictatorially managed societies more than their rulers. This is our common world, so we should act in solidarity and remember that every person is important. Lech Wałęsa.